You know that feeling, right? You just washed your face, you pat it dry, and bam, immediately your skin feels unbelievably tight, uncomfortable, maybe even a little itchy. If you've got sensitive skin, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this super frustrating cycle of trying to get clean only to end up with inflamed, irritated skin, or worse, triggering a full-blown eczema flare-up. But what if the problem isn't actually your skin, but the science behind what you're using to clean it? Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving deep into a totally science-backed, all-natural alternative, the research-proven benefits of turmeric, ginger, and honey soap. So, here's our roadmap for today's Explainer. First, we'll look at the sensitive skin struggle. Then, the science of skin superfoods. After that, we'll cover the cosmetologist difference, walk through your daily natural ritual, and finally, wrap up with some truths, myths, and real results. Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, the sensitive skin struggle and why commercial soaps actually hurt.
Now, take a look at the stark contrast between what we've just accepted as normal soap and what our skin literally craves. On the left, commercial synthetic soaps. These things are usually absolutely loaded with harsh detergents, stuff like sulfates. Sure, they make a massive, bubbly lather, but they end up completely stripping away your skin's natural protective moisture barrier. Toss in parabens, synthetic fragrances, and artificial dyes. And man, you've got a recipe for chronic irritation. Now, on the right, we have a totally different approach from back to naturalness. We're talking about a completely chemical-free, plant-based formulation that leans on the power of jojoba and shea butter. By ditching the sulfates and synthetic additives entirely, this formula stops the irritation cycle in its tracks. It's a genuinely safe, restorative solution for delicate or troubled skin.
Moving on to Section 2, the science of skin superfoods, which are way more than just ingredients.
You know, research published by places like PubMed and the NIH confirms that these aren't just trendy buzzwords. They are serious active biological agents. Just look at the first row here. Turmeric, its active compound, curcumin, literally neutralizes free radicals and visibly calms inflammation. Next up, ginger. A critical review actually found that ginger's active compounds, known as gingerols, reduce pro-inflammatory cytokines and fight acne-causing bacteria right at the source. And finally, raw honey. Because of its natural antibacterial activity and incredible high viscosity, it forms this protective, moisture-locking barrier that actively supports your skin's natural healing process.
So, the really absolutely crucial point here is curcumin. Let's just isolate this for a second. This is the primary active compound found in turmeric. NIH-published research actually highlights its medically sound ability to protect the skin on a cellular level. But what does that actually mean for you? Practically speaking, it means it has the scientifically proven ability to calm that frustrating redness, naturally fade dark spots, and seriously brighten uneven skin tones. It's a natural active that works with your skin's biology, not against it.
All right, Section 3, the cosmetologist's difference. Why professional formulation really matters.
Look, anyone can melt down a basic soap base and stir in a little turmeric, but what actually separates a decent product from a truly transformative one? Professional expertise. The Back to Naturalness formula is handcrafted by a licensed cosmetologist. That means the formulation isn't just a guess, it's built on a deep, professional understanding of skin anatomy and cosmetic chemistry. It's a literal science. Understanding exactly how ingredients interact ensures the soap doesn't just clean you off, but actively repairs your skin barrier. That professional background is exactly what validates its safety for incredibly delicate or troubled skin.
And a perfect example of this expert formulation is the strategic use of non-comedogenic ingredients. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, non-comedogenic oils, like the jojoba oil and sweet almond oil they use in this soap, are structurally super similar to your skin's own natural sebum. Because of that, they provide this intense, deep hydration, but they absolutely will not clog your pores. It's because of this careful, cosmetologist-driven choice that this soap is perfectly safe and, honestly, highly effective for your daily facial cleansing.
Let's move to Section 4, your daily natural ritual, a quick step-by-step guide. So here is your exact step-by-step application technique for your morning and evening routines. First, wet your skin thoroughly. Second, get a good lather going with the turmeric ginger honey soap, either between your hands or on a gentle washcloth. Now, step 3 is absolutely the most important part. Massage it gently in circular motions for 1 to 2 minutes. Seriously, do not rush the step. You really need to give those active compounds, the curcumin and the gingerols, time to actually penetrate the skin and work their magic. And finally, just rinse with warm water and gently pat dry.
Oh, and here is a fantastic pro tip straight from the cosmetologist. If you want to absolutely maximize your results, follow up your cleansing by applying a natural whipped shea butter moisturizer while your skin is still slightly damp. Why? Well, think of damp skin kind of like a sponge. Applying your moisturizer at this exact moment locks in all that fresh hydration and drastically improves your skin's overall moisture retention. It's a total game changer.
And finally, Section 5, Truths, Myths, and Results. Let's answer your questions.
Let's tackle the single biggest myth head-on. Anyone who has ever cooked with turmeric knows it can leave a bright yellow mark on pretty much everything it touches. So, it's totally logical to ask, is this soap going to stain my skin or ruin my white towels?
The answer is a definitive no. And the fascinating chemistry behind why is honestly almost like magic. During the professional soap-making process, a chemical reaction called saponification happens. This process actually completely neutralizes the staining properties of the turmeric. So, you get all the anti-inflammatory, brightening benefits of the curcumin, but it rinses perfectly clean from both your skin and your towels. No yellow stains anywhere. Oh, and as a quick tip on making the product last, if you store this soap properly and let it dry out between uses, a single bar will easily last you 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, next big question. Is this actually safe for severe skin sensitivities, inflammatory conditions, and really delicate facial skin?
That is an enthusiastic yes. This formula was explicitly designed with inflammatory conditions like eczema in mind. Because it completely ditches those harsh sulfates, it actually prevents the microtears and moisture stripping that trigger flare-ups in the first place. Instead, it relies on the anti-inflammatory power of turmeric, the soothing nature of sweet almond oil, and the barrier-protecting heavy lifting of shea butter. It is an incredibly safe, incredibly soothing solution for your entire body. And yes, your face too.
But hey, you don't just have to take the science's word for it. Look at this real-world impact. Danielle R. says, I've struggled with redness for years. This turmeric ginger honey soap is the first thing that actually calms my skin instead of irritating it. I mean, that brilliantly illustrates exactly what we've been talking about today. When you align your skincare with the actual science of skin anatomy and you utilize potent natural anti-inflammatories, you get real, tangible relief from long-standing sensitivity.
You can start your own natural cosmetologist-formulated routine today by visiting www.backtonaturalness.com. Go ahead and pick up the soap and the natural whipped shea butter moisturizer pair to complete your entire regimen. I want to leave you with this final thought. If the products you're using to clean your skin are the very things causing it to be tight, inflamed, and irritated, are you really cleaning your skin or are you just applying chemicals? Maybe it's time to ditch the synthetic fragrances forever and let the science of nature do what it does best. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and here's to a healthier, natural glow.